Up, everyone. Another day, another stream. Let's go ahead and get some study beats going. Hopefully this is loud enough. I actually can't tell. I never know. I never know at all. Um, I'm gonna I'm gonna assume it is, and go from there. Obviously, if things are too loud, let me know. Can always adjust, can always bump up the volumes of things. But yeah, how's it going? Um, Today we are working on doing. Let me get this set up. Boom, right there, all set up. Today we're going to be working on doing some front end work for MovieOtter. Last stream we had started and outlined the movie list classes and items and things that we were going to be using for building our list. Today, actually over the weekend, this past weekend, I did some more work, which should have finished that off. That the whole server side of things and the MovieOtter core package should be all set up for movie lists. Now we can actually move on to the front end, actually make our page and the UI elements and buttons and lists and things like that. So, should be a good day. Should be a good stream. We got music jamming out too, which is always fun. We got our thing here for jamming out too, always fun. Let's go ahead and just start our server. Start with that. Hey, One Dark, how's it going, man? What's up? How's your weekend been? What you been getting into? You know what's funny? I know I just asked the question, but I'm immediately gonna go to telling you something. I don't know how to type correctly, and I've been it's going. Ooh, hey, it's Monday. You know, whatever happened over the weekend, whatever happened last week, that's old news. All right, you just gotta look forward to tomorrow. Hopefully, nothing tragic is happening tomorrow. um, but yeah, so I can't type, and I'm trying to learn how to type, right? And I got this cool keyboard. I love it. It looks cool. You know, it's a mechanical keyboard. No news is good news. That is a fact. That is something I have found to be very true, in my life at least. It's like, you know what? Hey, I'd rather hear nothing than something bad, right? Um, so I've been trying to learn how to type, and why was my school just not one of these schools that taught their students how to touch type? I'm over here. I'm a 3-finger typer. My thumbs, my pointers, and my middle fingers. Those are by default. That's just. I'm slightly better than hunting and pecking. I'm a step up from that, where like I can do a couple things, you know, but like my ring finger and my pinky just hovers. It doesn't even touch the keyboard, right? Everything else is just like these 3 fingers are going to work. I like it, and it changes. A lot of it's muscle memory. If I type something over and over, I guess my pinky will hold shift if I'm like capitalizing something, but it's bad. So I've been trying to do this like online thing where you go through and you learn how to type like a normal person, like a proper human being. It's rough. It is tough, let me tell you. Yeah, but that's okay. At my high school, you had to take the class as an elective if you wanted to learn. We didn't even have it as an elective, which actually confuses me because I don't know why I got so interested in computers. Like I wasn't around computers in high school for, you know, at least like in middle school and high school and stuff like that. We had like wood shop and we had home ec growing up, so I know how to change a diaper, and I know that a screw is just a nail with an inclined plane wrapped around it. You know, mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell, kind of thing. But yeah, touch typing, never never learned that one. So bummer. Okay, so let's see. We're working here. We have our new models and everything. We will need a new, what is it? What did I just name this thing? New movie list ID. New movie list ID. The user. Ooh. I guess if I don't have a current user, this movie list probably shouldn't be saved. The best way to learn how to type hands down is place your fingers on the home row. I read that as and just press ass. And just press A, S, S, D, 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 F, 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 etc. With the respective fingers. Yeah, dude. So, honestly, if do you actually know how to like touch type? Like, are you? I don't look at the keyboard when I'm typing. I'm looking at the screen. I'm reading. I'm doing whatever. Because if you are, I have a question. I will move my camera around and show my hands because I still don't understand how it's supposed to work. And I know that is not at all what the stream is about, but god damn it, this is very, very important because I have no idea how my hand is supposed to be placed when I'm like hitting the different rows and stuff. So if you are, or if anybody in chat is, please let me know. I would love your help. It'd be greatly appreciated. You're on your phone, but yeah, okay. All right, let's, I don't know how best to do this. All right, if we take this camera, let's just try this. Hopefully this doesn't immediately destroy everything. Oh God. Okay, cool. This is what we're gonna do because I want the help and you're willing to give it. Okay, so by the way, this is set. I knocked this over. It's okay. So if I set the camera here, right? This is gonna be fun, right? Boom. There's the keyboard. Let's move the mic out a little bit, right? Supposed to find the home row. Cool, right? I'm on the home row. But let me even zoom in here for you. You can get fancy with it, right? So I'm on the home row, and specifically with my left hand, right? Because I'm right-handed. Maybe that's why. I don't know, right? Home row, hand, palm. This is not Star Wars. That's not Star Wars at all. Fingers on the home rows, palms resting on the desk or table or whatever, right? I can kind of understand going up for like Q, W, E, R, T, so on and so forth, right? But going down, that my finger, my pointer finger, for instance, when it goes down, it wants to go to C, right? Like if you are resting your hands and you go down, C is gonna be the thing that it naturally goes to. When I need to like curve my hand like this way, this is obviously exaggerated, but like if you just took your hand and twisted it this way, am I supposed to just like extra curve my hand so that naturally going down hits V instead of C? But then the other fingers also just don't feel right. I'm confused by that. I have no idea if this at all makes sense. I have no idea if I was even portraying my question well or what. But that's the problem I have. That is the issue at hand. Let me see if I can get this back. All right, here we go. Nope, wrong. Almost. We're getting there. Still close. Boom. Okay. And then we can zoom in a little bit. All right, you're looking at my chi-chis. That's always great. Let's go up. Let's see. Put your pinky. Usually use your middle finger for X and C. Ah. Interesting. Put your pinky on your, put your left pinky on A. Your fingers fall into place. Yep. Yep. I got the home row. It's usually it's for ZXCV. Those are the ones that I'm not sure how my hand is supposed to orientate itself in order to like easily hit those. So I don't know, but maybe I'll give using my middle finger a try for those two. Oh god, I just typing stuff, breaking stuff this whole time. That's okay. We're back. We're back. Also, you're still looking at my chest. Cool. Pink is Z and that. Man, really? That's so interesting. Pinky for Z, I can see that, right? You go from A to Z, that's easy with the pinky. The ring finger, I can kind of see going from S to X, but the middle finger going to C feels like I gotta adjust my whole hand to hit that. And the pointer finger to V, I also feel like I kind of gotta adjust my whole hand. So I don't know. Maybe I'll just gotta get used to it. It's muscle memory. I'll pick up. But cool. That was fun. That was a great time there. Let's try and get some cool work done now. Components. Oh wait, I'm already in components. And let's see, context off. Boom. We're gonna use off. See, equals use. Oh no, I don't want use off from here. I want no, I do want use off, yeah. But what I want to do is get current user from here. Keep in mind, I'm not at a keyboard. If you play with it, you'll get it. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking it just needs to be something I practice, I'll pick up on. The more I use it, the more I do it, everything like that. Let's see. This is brand new. The user. User's gonna be null. I don't know if actually I can pass it null. So maybe the list just has to be null by default. Not new. Then we can have a use effect that runs based off of current user or list ID that does things. By default, we'll have list be null and error. List is null. Error is null. And loading true. Yeah, I guess that sounds right. Yeah. Let's see. And when you do the bottom row, keep your fingers on the home row, except for the one that's hitting the key. See, that's also pretty tough. Like, that is definitely a muscle memory thing I'm gonna have to work on. Because like when I go down and I hit something, like my whole hand just wants to follow. Oh man, yeah, it's gonna be great. Oh, let's see her. I don't know when would a reset even be called. Yeah, reset actually isn't even never called, so we can just get rid of that as a whole. It's on error, on list snapshot. On error, we're gonna have loading equals false. Error equal action dot error. Have I guess we'll have this be null. That makes sense. And on list snapshot. So when we get something back, error. So now we can just do error is null. We can do list is going to be MovieOtter movie list from document action dot data. It's data because we still don't actually know what it's going to be. Actually, that's a lie. Data, we know it's going to be MovieOtter movie list, or sorry, MovieOtter dot I movie list. Firebase. Boom. Sweet. Anytime I use Maya or Premiere, After Effects on my PC, my brain shorts out with commands versus control. Dude, that has been the hardest thing ever. Again, I am always, for years now, I've been a Mac user, and I've only recently switched to a PC for dev stuff. And yeah, my like, I don't know what the Windows equivalent is to Command Tab Q to like quit apps. I think I just have to like Command Tab to the app, let go, and then, or sorry, Alt Tab to the app, let go, and then Alt F4. I guess that's the closest equivalent I've found so far. So if you have Windows 10 tips, let me know. Anyway, how's the new computer? Dude, it's so nice. It's so nice. I saw it was on sale and I bought Assassin's Creed Odyssey. And so I've just been playing that, and my God, it's beautiful. It's so nice to have. Just to be able to like jump in at a moment's notice, and like with the SSD and everything, the game like there's like hardly any load times. When there is, it's like 10 seconds, if that. Hey, Anthony, what's up, dude? Thanks for the follow. How's it going? And yeah, man, it's good. It's good. It's nice. How's it going? Windows D will minimize all. Really? Let's try it. What? That's pretty dope. Can I do it again? Oh, you can do it again to bring them back. That's so cool. Holy crap. Oh, that was awesome. I had no idea. See, that's what I need. We hashtag Windows tips. Nope, that's an at. That's not what I want. Hashtag Windows tips. Hashtag just a tip. Drop some cool tips, some cool Windows tips in chat. And I'll go back through and either read them as they come up or save them for me to use later. That's a good one. I had no idea that was a thing. That's super cool. I even just got used to oh no, that was the wrong one. I didn't want to do that. I just got used to what I thought it was. Not control. Yeah, Control W closes the tab, and Control Tab lets you cycle through tabs. Now I know that I think technically Command Tab does that for Mac OS, but I never really used it because on a small screen, I rarely have a lot of things open at once. So that was dope. Alt Tab will switch between. Yeah, see, that's super cool. I did know that. That's the same as like Command Tab on Mac OS. That was a good one to learn. Cool. So far, we have on a list snapshot, on an error, the default state is going to be true. we can go from there. So instead of a movie ID, we'll have a list ID coming in. We'll have a, I guess, current user. I need to know when current user changes, but I think I can only put. It's not safe to put objects in this array, dependency array. So maybe instead I'll do current user, potentially, I forget what it's called, null accessor. There we go. Hey all, oh my god, did they make it all the way up to Scary Movie 6? I think it's in the works, dude. How's it going? How's it going, Code, they're done. Yes. Code, they're done. I'm gonna call you Code for short. I like Code. Code is actually a pretty dope nickname, like dope username. Guys, there's a To The Beat back to school. How amazing is that? All right, One Dark. I can't tell if you're trolling me now. All right. I live and die. How do you think I made MovieOtter so far? All right. I go to Stack Overflow. I control copy what someone else wrote and control V paste it into my editor. I have to know those commands. I can't even use a computer if I don't know those commands. Cool. So if the list ID changes or if the user ID changes, we'll run through all of this again. Let's see. I guess we could have a case for, where would that be? Here. Like on new list, maybe on new list. Don't even need. There we go. Also, the home and end keys, game changer. Did not know. I'm so used to hitting command left and right for things that was also game changer. And the control. So there's home and end, right, which bring you to the end or beginning of a line. But if you hold control and hit home or end, it takes you to the top or bottom of a file. Did not know that either. There's so many things I didn't know just being a Mac OS person for a long time. And I guess that's not even really a good excuse, because there are full-size keyboards that, work with Mac OS, but every one I've had has just been a small one. Let's see. Alt F4 autocomplete the React snippets. Oh man, let me just try that one out. Back him, Pat. Gosh. I did not watch Scary Movie 6. I don't even know if this is. Oh, it's rumored. So maybe, who knows? There could be one coming out, but as of right now, it does not exist, unfortunately. Although when it does come out, I probably will watch it. I can use some just garbage movies in my life right now. Let's see. So if there's no list ID and no, oh yeah, I'd watch it for sure. This poster is not real. Yeah, okay, so it really doesn't exist yet. Ooh, last movie I watched in theaters, I think it was the Sonic movie. It was either Sonic or Birds of Prey. I don't remember. It was one of those two. Those are the two last movies I watched in theaters. I tried to go watch. I want to. Impractical Jokers. There's the Impractical Jokers movie. I went to the theater, and I was in the theater. I was in the auditorium, but there was no visual. All they had was just the audio playing. Like, I guess something messed up in the theater projection room or whatever. And so let me add that to my watch later, because I love this show. I do want to get back to watching that. And so I ended up leaving the auditorium, right? I went, talked to somebody at the concession stand, blah, blah, blah. They gave me like these 2 tickets 2 AMC like passes. I'm an AMC A-list member, right? Like I go to the movies all the time. Um, so I didn't really need the passes, but they gave me 2 anyways. And then the next day was when everything shut down. So there was no chance that I could even attempt to see this movie again. It was just gone. There's no coming back from that. So I don't know. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Let's see. Dispatch. We're gonna do it on air. Guess we could do. This is a. Maybe we can make it just a new type. Let's make a new MovieOtter type. Ooh, what's your views on Universal not releasing all movies to theaters and straight to streaming? I think, man, that's a really tough one. I am someone who personally I'm embracing the digital future, right? Like I don't remember the last game I bought physical. I buy all my games digital when at least that I can. The last game I probably bought physical was something off for the Switch, maybe, because Switches Online is pretty janky sometimes. But yeah, so I buy all my games digital. I stream all my music. I don't buy CDs or anything like that anymore. I subscribe to all the copious streaming services. Yeah, it's pretty boss. Yeah. Oh yeah. If you go to I'm on just MovieOtter.com. So if you go to MovieOtter.com, go to movies, you can just search whatever movie you want. Oh, by the way, what's up? He plays cards. How's it going? Yeah. So I'm all for movies being day and date released in theaters, right? That is gonna be my dream. When that happens, I'm still gonna go to theaters, right? I'm gonna go to theaters for, the next Christopher Nolan movie, right? Like he does great, amazing movies that you just need to see on a huge theater or like a huge screen. Any kind of musical, like if I'm gonna go see, like A Star Is Born or something like that, right? I want to go to a theater that has like a nice like Dolby Cinema surround sound kind of thing. I want to be able to like live in the music and feel it and everything like that. Blockbusters, right? The Fast and Furious movies, you better believe I'm seeing those in theater, right? Just there's no way I'm gonna watch that only at home. But that said, Sonic movie, I could have saw that at home, right? And that was a good movie. It was a fun movie. Hey, Fruity, how's it going? Fruity drink, I like it. How's it going, man? Thanks for the follow. Yeah, so something like Sonic movie, something like Bloodshot, right? That's a movie that I can I can watch that at home on the couch, right? With my beer or something in hand and just could keep it moving. So that's where I'm at with it. I think they'll come together and fix things, and you'll find there's no way that a movie theater is not gonna want to have Fast and Furious in there, right? Like that's one of the top 4 or 5 grossing series in the world. It would be economical suicide for them to just disregard all those movies, right? I would love to see actually if Disney released some things day and date digital, if AMC theaters would stick to their word and ban Disney movies from being in theaters, because they're not. There's like every year. There's like 4 movies under the Disney umbrella that come out and they're blockbusters: Star Wars, Pixar, animation, and something else, right? You just can't financially do well. I mean, I'm sure if you're like a small mom and pop theater, maybe, sure, but you would just be missing so much money. It just wouldn't make sense. I think in the next 10 to 15 years, at least, movie theaters will be a thing of the past for the most part. That makes me really sad. Thinking I'm someone who doesn't care to go to the theater. There right now, yeah, exactly. Like, and there's no AMC is not threatening to drop Disney movies, right? Like, no one would do that. if anything, they want to get more Disney movies in theaters because that's what people buy. 7 tickets for you and your son, your daughter, there's friends. You take them all out. You get popcorn. You get drinks. You get candy. Like that's when theaters are making the big bucks. Is during these like big family movies that Disney's putting out. So there's no way that they're gonna block Disney movies. I think blocking Universal movies that's like a PR stunt or something. Like I don't know what it is, but there's no way that's gonna stick. I think Universal just got bold because of the pandemic. I can't imagine streaming money being more than box office money. Well, I mean, sure, for sure. But I think it is mutually beneficial for the theaters and Universal to both have their movies in theaters, right? Universal gets the blockbuster, get the box office money. The theaters get concessions and resale tickets and things like that. Hey, Disney is putting it on. No, Disney is pulling it, really, and putting it on Disney Plus. Like what? Hey, this is the first I've heard. I've not known anything like that. What, like Mulan? Was there like word that Mulan is gonna just not ever release in theaters and just only be on Disney Plus? Because I mean, honestly, there's someone who could do it. Dude, never bet against the mouse. All right, that's all I gotta say. All right, I hate. Actually, I can't even say I hate it because technically I walked out. It was the only movie I ever walked out on that I can remember is the new Lion King movie because I love The Lion King is one of my favorite movies of all time, and it was one of the only movies I walked out of the theater on. But that said, that movie still made a butt ton of money, like just ridiculous money. It doesn't even Aladdin, right? People didn't think the Aladdin movie was anywhere near the original, at least. Still made a buttload of money. Frozen 2. People didn't think that was as good as Frozen. Actually, that was kind of divisive. Some people said it was better. Some people said it was worse. I didn't think Frozen 2 was... Actually, I hated Frozen 1. Not hate it, but I had very strong negative feelings towards Frozen 1 and thought Frozen 2 was better. But still, that was a divisive movie, and that made a butt ton of money. So, I don't know. I don't think they'll ever really move away from things. Yes, Star Wars movies will never not be in theaters. That's a family thing. Yeah. Oh yeah. This is all podcast content. See, Pat, this is what you're missing out on, man. You won't do this podcast with me, so you're just out of luck. Yeah, those Disney Plus movies were only because if the pandemic, all future releases have been pushed back until it's possible. Yeah. That's, again, I think Disney, as much as they are making a killing with something like Disney Plus, they still make a buttload of money when things are in theaters. They're able to sell, the special popcorns and do all sorts of just crazy stuff. People are showing up just as Princess Anna and all this other stuff. Like they make it fun. Disney is as much as corporate as Disney is, I'm sure. Their image is still about fun and friendliness kind of thing. So anything they can push PR towards and show goodwill and fun and happy smiles on children's faces, like they're gonna do that because that's where their long-term money is being a place for kids. That's what they do. They do it well. They do it the best. I need to do some work. I need to keep checking out chat. I'm happy to talk movies all day long. But in the back of my mind, I also need to think, what am I gonna call this error? Okay, requires log in. Sure, we'll live with that. So if there's no list ID and there's no current user, then we're gonna dispatch an error that they need to log in. Let's see. Else if actually what we can do is we can break this into just the one here. Hold on, here we go. I don't know if this is actually better or not, but we'll see. what we could do is, if there's not a list, so we're gonna try to make, try to make a new list. I'm gonna say if the not current user ID, then we have an error that they need to log in. Else, we're gonna dispatch yeah, else we're gonna dispatch type is gonna be, we can get rid of this error because that actually doesn't exist. On new list, we're gonna say, hey, let's try and make a new list. And now to get the streaming revenue later on with their own streaming service. Yeah, dude, they're making tons of money. Every like digital and entertainment company is making a lot of money during this pandemic, or let me say at least most. You know what I mean? Excuse me. I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't add Disney Plus for extra fee for a new release instead of going for like a Disney Plus Plus. I think that would be, oh man, that'd be dangerous. I have no idea I don't even think they could like charge extra for it. I think the whole thing is that it's Disney Plus. Like, this is supposed to be, the one-stop shop for everything Disney content related. But yeah, I mean, hey, I don't know. So if that is the case, we can get rid of this else, because we have then a list ID, and we can get the movie list by list ID. Document path 4. That on snapshot. Oh yes. Let's see. Data equals data as MovieOtter dot movie list. Type is going to be on list snapshot. Is that what I called it? I think that's what I called it. It doesn't like data. What? Data. We have an estimate. That's right. Yep. That's let's see. MovieOtter Firebase timestamp. Gotta include those. Cool. So we got that. Else, we're gonna do an error. No list with list ID. List ID exists. We'll return unsubscribe. We're gonna return use. Did I only call this use movie? No. Yeah, I did. Oh no, I copied too many things. Use movie list. Cool. Down here, we're gonna return state. And that, I think, is everything here. Oh, we need to handle on new list. On a new list, we're gonna have loading be false. That be false down here. This is gonna be new. Let's see. The things we need to pass in here. Eflix you're right about the pandemic part, but I wouldn't be surprised if they use this as a testing ground for different options. That I could see too, yeah, for sure. I mean, hey, if Disney can figure out a way to both sell people movies in theaters and sell people movies at home for a premium on top of that, there's no way they wouldn't. Let's see, get or new movie list item. New movie list item. The current user dot. Oh no. Two. New MovieOtter. Actually, I try to just do current user. Title. Empty string. Description. String. Time is gonna be let's see. What does this return? This function. Okay, so this actually creates movie list in core in our movie list. We have a function here, new. Oh, that takes all this stuff in, passes it in to that. Okay. And data just returns that as well. Cool. Okay. That we can work with. This is gonna be new date. It's gonna be a function. Cool. I think this hook is done. I think this is all the stuff we needed to do here. Let's try and use it. Let's get we already have a server running. We can hit up localhost 8000. We are already logged in. We can go here. If I go to was it lists? Maybe it was singular list / new. There we go. Cool. Let's pull up list pages for list. Let's see. So how many kids today really care about going to the theater every time a Disney movie comes out versus paying $6 to $7 a month extra on top of their subscription? Dude, for people with if you have even just 2+ kids, going to the movies, I imagine can be pretty hectic, right? You gotta wrangle, especially if they're young kids. You gotta wrangle them together. You gotta hope they stay quiet to at least to a degree. For a lot of parents, I imagine it would totally be worth just paying the extra $6 or $7 to not go through the hassle of taking your kids to a movie theater. At least while they're younger. Maybe when they're older and they can behave themselves a little bit more. But yeah. Mom and dad can share a bottle of wine or something while the kids are watching Frozen 7, I believe it. Sweet. We have a list page. We have use movie list. Let's see, let's start separating our hooks out a little bit. I guess this would be list ID. I don't know what that's actually gonna look like. Console.log ID match. Let's see, list ID match, and then let's have new match, new list match. I have no idea what either of these hook returns look like. ID match is an object, which says the list ID is new. That's incorrect. Cool. That's kind of an issue. Maybe the new needs to go before list ID then? Or maybe just slash list would be slash list could just be this, and this way anything that's coming back from list ID we could just assume is the list ID. Then if we go here, okay, we have ID match is going to be null, great, and new match is going to have something. And just to extra test it, we go to list/foo. New match is null, ID is match. Sweet, perfect. So then in here you can say new list null or list ID match dot list ID. Is that how that works? We're trying to get things that don't exist out of it. Well, or maybe we broke something. Most definitely took. Oh man. Exactly. Not saying you're wrong, but cerebral. But I stated it's good for when kids are a little bit older, or as a treat versus something you do all the time. Yeah. No, I totally could see that. Oh. In our use movie list, I don't think I updated document path for. No, that was there. What is going on now? We've got a document reference. Document references must have an even number of segments. What do you mean? Doc at movie list, document path for the list ID. Let's see what this looks like. Console.log that. Oh, whoops. That. Come on. You can do it. I know you're gonna error out, but you should still log something before you do that. Oh, what? Oh, I messed up something in my core function. Apparently, in document path 4, this is for movie list. For movie list dot Static from document. Yep. Static document path 4 is a function that returns a string. Why? Hey. Hey. Airsick Gamer. How's it going, man? How goes it? How's your day been? How's your weekend been? What sick games have you been playing over the weekend? Collection path that. Document path 4. Why doesn't... Do I need to pull? Document path 4 is a function that's returning a string. No, that's definitely right. 92. Const dot path equals this. We log dot path dot path. What do we get? Doc path is not. No. What? Why? Oh. Oh, wait a minute. I think I know why. No, never mind. I don't know why. Why? What? What in tarnation? Why is this being so weird? Do I need to, like, wrap it in parentheses? That seems weird. No, I shouldn't need to do that. But it's coming back as movie list collection path. Okay. Okay, that's right. Something is off here. I have no idea why or what's going on. Doc path is that. It's sending me this as a literal. Like it's not interpreting movie list dot collection path. Now up here, or movie list dot collection name. Collection name is a movie list. That's correct. Why is it being stupid? Oh, that's why. That's why. Boom. Figured it out. Yep. Did it. Did it. It was returning that, not the function, of course. Let me just double check the other things to make sure that those are movie list item core. Yep, that's calling a thing. That's calling a thing. Let's see. Collection path 4. It's a document path 4. Appends collection name. That's a function. Cool. Okay. Figured it out. Let's go with MovieOtter core. npm run pub hatch. God, I love script aliases. It only saves me like for half a second, but it's enough that I don't have to run 2 commands to do everything I want to do. Yeah, we can get rid of this tab. Okay. In our web, in our modules, let's delete this old version. Let's pull a new version. update and run def. Come on, you can do it. I believe you. It's close. It's almost there. It's doing it. It's doing it. And maybe. Come on. Slowly but surely, man. This is. Oh, because it's update, so it's just updating a whole bunch of stuff behind the scenes. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite me in the butt. Nah, it shouldn't, right? Should be fine. Should be fine. All this money on a new computer, it's still taking much longer than I'd like for this stuff to work. It's a waste of money. Cool. Sweet. All that just to get this very short string. Cool. But that is working, which is great. We can go back to our list page. Let's see. We don't need these anymore. Or maybe. Instead, what we can do is const is new equals list match, and we'll do a Boolean cast of list match. Yeah. So this now can be is new, null, or that comes back fine. We can get rid of this. In here, we have loading, we have error, we have list. Excuse me. Let's just do loading and loading. Let's do error and error dot message. Oh, I should probably update the messages. Please provide a list ID or sign in to create a new list. Cool. And this one, no list with this list ID. That works. And then list, and let's do list dot title. Sure. No list with list ID. Foo found. Perfect. Let's see. So right now, there's nothing being displayed. So what's happening is probably coming back with a list. Throw it in the trash. I know. Just gotta get rid of it all. Just burn it all down. Start from scratch. Cool. But we're actually very, very close. This is good. This is all good news. For my sanity, we're gonna create a movie list page. What do I have this called? List page. Never mind. We're just gonna have it called list page content. That we're just gonna call here. let's see. List page content. And for this, we'll actually do return hello world. Just to make sure we didn't epically screw something up here. Cool, we get the hello world. That's coming in as a component. Don't have to worry about that. Which also means that this is now going to go away because going to /list is going to be how you create a new one. So let's see. So this is going to get loading. This is going to get error. This is going to get list. Whoops. We need to wrap these in object. Let's see. Movie list state. We can actually just spread movie list state here. Why doesn't it like this? List, blah, 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 blah. Loading error state. Any. Why? Oh. No. Okay, cool. Okay, so now we can actually start building out the components based on the state and stuff that we're in. So if loading, return, we have a component loading. I forget what it's called, but we made it. Loading display. Loading display. It's probably not going to be able to pull it in auto-magically. So let's go ahead and import it. Import loading display from component /load display. Cool. We'll do also if error. This one we're gonna we'll do some other fancy stuff, but for now let's just return error dot message. No, let's return a fragment that has error dot message in it. Oh, it doesn't know what message is. That's it. Or it doesn't know what error is. All right. Well, we know that's there. We'll bring types in a second. Else, have title, and then list dot title, so that we know when we actually got a title. Cool. So we're supposedly got back a title. We cancel. We refresh. We see it loading for a second. We do see this error display for a bit. I wonder why that is. That's gotta be something dealing with up here. When we set an error, we set loading to off. Oh, you know what? It's probably do some more checking. If error.type. Oh man, let's just pull in these styles or these the interface for it. Let's see. Let's export this. Actually, let's rename this. I use movie list. trying to still figure out what kind of coding patterns and just kind of cleanliness I want to go with. I think I want to stick with the I capitalization before interfaces, just so that it is easier to get the data for a class as opposed to the class itself. But we'll see. I'm open to it. I can go back and forth. FC movie I use the list. God, I hate that it does that. Movie list. I use movie list. That should be happy now. It should know that the error has a message. If error dot, there we go, type equals mo error type requires login, then we can have a prompt login button. Yeah, prompt login button could work. Actually, I think our what was the file? There's another display. Is it the error display? I think in our error display, our message we just throw in there. So technically, oh no, message needs to be a string. Well, I mean, hey, we can let's build this out to be instead a React node. Message is going to be a React node. Then let's make a new, let's duplicate this. We'll call it prompt login display. It's going to be error display. Title, it's going to be title still coming in. Let's see, prompt login display props. Let's copy paste this class name. Cool. So far, so good. And actually, I don't think we actually need. I guess we could do an optional title. Let's get you up and running. Message there. It's not gonna be a thing we need. This title, let's see, it's gonna be title that we're passing in. We'll default set an optional one. And then down here, or if we go back to our error, maybe instead of message or children. Yeah, because children's a React node. And we also want message to be a React node. Just can be the same thing, whichever you prefer to pass in as. Cool. And actually then, before we do that, let's make sure that you have message or children. And then we do that. Cool. So now you can actually have an error display that was just the title, or you can throw in a body and go from there. Cool. Slightly easier to work with. Error display. And then inside this error display, we actually want a box that. Oh, maybe we should use a grid. Yeah, let's just use the box. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. I hear you now, Pat. I hear you. We can do a button. Buttons. Do I have buttons already made? Oh, I have a login button and log out button. Look at that. Perfect. Perfecto. BioShock is scary. Oh man, you're playing BioShock right now. I'm so jealous. BioShock is one of those few games that I wish I could play again for the first time. Such a good game. Just such a good game. But yes, no, it is. The beginning of BioShock is legitimately terrifying. It's like almost at like horror quality levels, for sure. Let's see, we need a login button from login button. And we need a logout button from logout, or no, we just need a login button. Hey, Ninja, how's it going, dude? What's happening? How's the weekend? It's doing. That's fair. That is fair. Let's make this real ugly, actually. Let's not have a box or anything fancy. Let's just display the login button. Just to see what that looks like, you know? See how bad, how ugly can we get? Return prompt login display. When that happens. Whoa, what am I doing? No, I'm all over the place, guys. My fingers, they've betrayed me. Cool. We shouldn't see anything different, but we log out. Let's get you up and running. Log in, sign up. When you hit that, we log you in, we sign you up. Log you in and sign you up, and then boom, we can start making a title, or the title. You can start making a list. Beautiful. It's doing solid snake. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. That's dope. Did you play? Have you played anything recently over the weekend? Coming off of a nice quiet Sunday, maybe, or you been? I don't know. What do you guys do? What do you ninjas do? Starting to think medium was too hard for me. Hey, BioShock is a game. BioShock is a very good example of a game that later on, as you progress through the story and you unlock more powers and you get more powerful and things like that, the game loses all scariness to it, and it just becomes like a blitz fest. It's like, all right, cool. How can I kill everyone as quickly as possible, but also doing as little as possible? All right, he's gonna do that, and then that's gonna go off, and that thing's gonna shoot over there, and then I'm gonna aim that at that, and it's just like, cool. It's a weird Rube go far machine. Is that right? Am I saying it right? Probably not. Nice, just hanging out. Hey man. Well, hey, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the chill stream. Brass Balls achievement. Huge achievement I've ever gone for. Which one was that? Was that the no dying? Oh, okay. I was gonna say that looks, yeah. What was your other account? There you go. Rube Goldberg. I know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Rambo! Oh man, you're Rambo. Oh. Okay. Okay. I like it. Is I man, I made it to both of the Twitch accounts, guys. This is a feat all in its own. Ooh. Used to stream poker. Poker is a game that I wish I learned how to play, but never did. Just never did. It feels extremely hard. Like, obviously you don't have to like do the card counting or anything like that, but not poker because I'm back in the US right now. Oh, okay. Yeah, I always wish I was one of those kids who like friends would get together and I don't know, like middle school or something and then play like poker for candy, you know what I mean? Or like for like nickels and dimes and quarters and stuff. Like actually I would probably not want to do any money whatsoever. Only like edible things like candy or sugars or snacks. Hey, ooh, Andrea, Andrea. No, and yeah, Andrew. I'm gonna go Andrewha. I'm gonna call you Drewha for short. If that's okay. And Dryua. I'm going Drewha. How's it going, Drewha? If you prefer Andrea or Andy or or A or D, any of those, let me know. But my default is gonna be Drewha because that sounds like a dope name. Dre. Damn it, I was nowhere close. How's it going, Dre? Have you been playing? Somebody needs to be playing some games. I've asked everyone so far who's jumped in chat, and no one has said like, "Yo, I played such and such, and it was super dope. I got like 8 wins in Warzone and all that." Nothing. Nothing. Maybe Ninja's gonna win some money tonight. That'd be cool. He's playing poker. XCOM 2. All right. Okay, I'll take that. That is a game now that I have a PC that I actually want to try it out. Play CSGO. Have you played Valorant? I'm actually curious to hear how people who play CSGO feel about Valorant after they've tried it. Nah, stream some code. Hey, that's fine too. The money comes later. You still are streaming yourself making money, I guess. Just hopefully you were still streaming yourself making money. Coding just not as fun. Not as there's less cards involved. It was fun. All right. Okay. Would you recommend it? As someone who's never played CS:GO but owns it, would you recommend I just play CS:GO or try to like actually get in Valorant and like do the abilities and things that the heroes or whatever they're calling them in that game that the heroes have? Like, does that actually make things different and fun and interesting? You know. Okay, we can prompt and log in. If it's not that, then we'll return an error. Else, all of that. Let's see. I guess we need to. Oh, we need to set up making a. Yeah, we need to set up making a. Let's see. Oh, my mustache. Shave again. Mustache hair is all in my mouth. Yeah, it was fun. You can focus on different play styles. Even more than CS:GO. CS:GO, being a competitive game, has become so damn toxic. Valorant seems a bit more fresh though. Okay, dope. Yeah, honestly, dude, playing It's one of the things that has really kept me away from CS:GO. I guess it's what kept me. It's what it's keeping. Not even kept. It's what's keeping me away from um, a lot of things like Siege. Like I really want to try Siege again, but I feel like not that I think it'll be toxic if I jump in there, but just that like I'm gonna be so lost and not know anything that's going on that it's just not gonna be fun. Same for CS:GO. I feel like the people who play CS:GO a lot, and so they're gonna be really good, and I just won't have the ability to even catch up. I kind of feel that way with Overwatch now. Like I've played some Overwatch before, but I haven't played in a long time, and I would love to jump back in. Maybe I don't know. If Jedi jumps in chat or on the stream later, maybe I can convince him to take me under his wing. I know he plays Overwatch a lot. Been playing that Super Mario 3. Hey man, made it to the second world. You know what, One Dark? You get that one. All right. That Super Mario 3, solid game. Solid game. Some would say it's one of the top 100 games of all time. Just throwing that out there. Just throwing that out there. Some would say it's in the top 10 games of all time. Just throwing that out there. It's a good game. It's a great game. It's one of my favorite. Like people are all new to it, so yeah, if you play other shooters, especially CS:GO, you have a lot of the mechanics and whatnot down. It's so much to learn in the game that people seem to be having fun with it. Nice. And they're not just being jerks. That's awesome, honestly. Yeah. Dude, toxic communities can be very, very dangerous for newbies to feel like they can jump in and actually start learning and playing and stuff. So let's see. Guess what we should do is interface. Let's copy this. Props extends. I use movie lists, and we're gonna have editing be a boom. List page, list page prop, editing equals false. Assume we're not editing. Let's see. Editing is gonna be is new. If we are working on something that's new, then we're going to be in editing mode. Cool. So now we need to do a bunch of off notes to see. Sounds like the tech community. Yeah, dude, the tech community can be just as bad. Especially like, I don't know why. I have no idea why. And maybe you know, maybe you have some insight that I just don't have. But dude, I find that there are so many like arrogant, just like tech people on YouTube. Like, don't get me wrong, not all, far from all. Find some of the nicest, most friendly and helpful people on YouTube and Twitch and stuff, right? But like every so often I just come across this dude who's like, yo, if you use this, you suck. You suck as an engineer, you should quit your job. It's not for you. You need to be using this technology on this stack or else to go home. And it's like, dude, what? Dude, the internet is large enough that anyone can do almost anything with anything, right? Like there are people, I go on Reddit, I'm a big Redditor, right? And I'll go on Reddit sometimes and they just talk crap about like Firebase and Google and all these things. And it's like, okay, yeah, like if you just don't like the company, sure. But like to say that like everything that gets built with this thing is you know what it's like? It's like how for the longest time even then it kind of does. Like Unity, the game engine, had this just bad rap where like any game that's made with Unity is gonna be a trash game, it's never gonna be good, it's gonna suck, it's gonna crash, all of that, yada yada. And it's like, dude, there are some amazing people doing some incredible things with Unity, right? Just because you don't boast that it's made with Unity or whatever like that, like doesn't mean that nothing good can be accomplished with the tool or the tech or the stack or whatever, right? So yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Apple versus PC debate. That's another good one. Yeah, yeah, just like a lot of pretentiousness. What do you mean by a Star Wars 3? Like, you playing Star Wars? You watching Star Wars? You being a Star Wars? How does that work? In 3D Blender versus Maya. Yeah, that's a big one. You know? And I get it. I get it. A lot of time, or a good chunk of times, if something comes down to like, hey, this is the, industry standard expensive version versus a also very good but open source like free thing, okay, I can kind of get that, like Adobe, right? I don't know of many design firms that are actively looking for people who have experience in GIMP, right? But that doesn't mean that like you need to, if you are a Photoshop user, you need to just, degrade everyone who instead chose to learn GIMP because they didn't want to pay 20 bucks a month or 30 bucks a month or however much it costs for, the Adobe suite, I don't know. Pixar, yeah, Pixar, maybe they set that standard. Ah, nice. Okay, you're gonna be doing some rendering and modeling. That's dope. Yeah, man. Exactly. And sometimes, hey, you could be like me. Like, I still have my Mac for work, and I still have my personal MacBook. But I decided, like, hey, like I see the pros of having a big beefy desktop, right? I can play games, I can develop, I can stream, I can, do a whole bunch of things with it that I just realistically couldn't push my laptop to do as easily. You know what I mean? Like the price per dollar, dude. I originally, like 3 weeks ago, Game Honest, if you're still in the stream, you'll appreciate this, right? Today, Monday, May the 4th, be with you. Apple decided to announce their new remodeled 13-inch MacBook Pro, right? And I was holding out. Before I built my PC, this was the thing that I was gonna try to get, right? I was gonna just take the money I got, go whenever, maybe when the shop's open or whenever they announced it, because the stores probably wouldn't be open. There were rumors that this was gonna come out. They were gonna redo the keyboard, all the stuff that they did, basically, right? There was rumors about this weeks ago. And I had, money in my pocket, burning a hole. And I was like, hey, I want a new computer. I want something new. My thing can't, I can't stream like this anymore. Again, you can ask Cerebral. Like, a few weeks ago, this stream was crashing constantly. It didn't look or sound nearly as good, I hope. It was just bad, and I just needed a new computer. But like, they just took so long with like actually releasing this thing that I started looking into alternatives. And I was like, okay, well, how much would it cost for me to just build a PC, right? I built my PC. I replaced everything in my PC, all but two things, for not less than this. This is the this is the this is the education store. So if we exit the education store, I don't know if I can exit the education store. I don't know how to exit the education store. Okay, we go to buy, right? 13-inch. I would want a nice beefy one, right? I would want quad core processor, 32 gigs of RAM, all that stuff, right? Even if we did get the better one, right? We throw some RAM in there. I'll just go with the lowest 1 terabyte SSD, right? $2,600. I put my computer together for like half that, and I got the computer, the desk, the lighting, the setup, everything like that for half the price. Now, that said, I still would love this, right? Like if money was not an option, I would definitely get this, and this would be what I take to coffee shops, and I do work on when the world opens back up, right? I would take this to go to coffee shops or to meet and greets and things like that. Do work on the train or on the bus or anything like that when I'm commuting and everything like that. but like, dude, for the money and the moment, they weren't giving me like, they were telling me nothing about it, anything like that. I ended up just building something that, on paper at least, I think is gonna be like, just destroys this thing, right? Like, I don't obviously we don't know the benchmarks, especially for the 10th generation Intel chips, but I mean, like a 3900X, a 12 core processor that's clocked at like 3.5 by default, I am pretty sure it's gonna do pretty well against this, right? This might have me in like the graphics or the display for sure. My monitors are just 1080p monitors, right? Like, this display obviously kills me, but for what I do, you know, this was just a good choice. This was just the better choice, you know? One day when I make it rich, yes, I will also buy a MacBook Pro, but until then, I'm just gonna keep jamming away on my desktop here. Wanted to make a custom lightsaber. If you don't water cool, you're a pleb. Oh man, I'm a pleb. I am such a newbie when it comes to computers that I'm just using the stock cooler that just came with it too. You know, I thought about getting like a cool, you know, RGB water cooler setup, but I was like, you know what? I doubt I'm gonna be pushing this thing to the limit anytime soon. So let me just save the few bucks already, right? Just keep this. Mobile CPU, I went with the I definitely think this build is overkill for what I do, but I got it to be future proof as well. I went with the like a X570 Aorus Elite processor, so it's like the X570 series. And I went with AMD 3900X, 32 gigs of RAM. I used the GPU I had already. It's like a 1070, I think. GTX 1070. Yeah, dude, like, this thing is gonna last me for years, you know? And it looks cool. I got like a case that's super nice. It's got like a glass front. It's got some RGB in the fans and everything. It's all super dope, right? I love it. But all that to say that yes, there are pros and cons to Mac versus PC, just like there are pros or cons to GIMP versus Photoshop, and Illustrator versus Inkscape, and Maya versus Blender, and all these things. My Mac is for work, modeling, editing. PC is for games. That's honestly a really good way to break it down, you know? I definitely could have got a much lesser machine if I was just going to be doing gaming on it. You're also streaming and working on the same computer. Yeah, I was also streaming. Yeah, that was also really rough. But as you can see now, it's totally easy to do. I can even game and stream at the same time, which is way more intense. And my other computer, oh boy, that thing chugged. Hey, there's Jedi. We have I'm glad you can make it. We have a request. I have a request. I want a MacBook with Ryzen 7 4 chip. Yeah, man, dude, I hear the 4000 series is gonna be pretty dope. I am granted, I'm not a super big hard computer nerd. Like, I don't understand all the numbers and models and references and speeds and stuff. But I'm learning slowly. And yeah, Linus Tech Tips. He's probably the YouTuber I go to the most for when I just don't understand what a number means, or like what a number realistically affects. He's usually the person I go to, and he's excited, at least, about him, and Reddit as a whole is excited about what the 4000 series is going to do for laptops and computers and stuff. Let's see. Same here, just got my mobile CPU. Save it up for the rest. Yeah, dude. That's the way to do it. Excited for the new iMac. Hopefully it's good. Do we think they're gonna do a refresh on the iMac? Like, is that what's rumored? Those things are lovely, right? Especially if you do like video editing, just that huge screen, that such high resolution. Like, again, I think that if you are doing video or photo editing, and it is like a part of, like, that is your bread and butter, right? I think you can't go wrong getting an iMac or a MacBook Pro or something like that, right? Like, those screens and the pixels that they're able to just push onto those like displays, phenomenal for it, right? The colors on there, the resolution, the refresh rate, everything like that is going to be fantastic for you. I would be just shoveling money into a fire if I got like the iMac, especially for what I was doing, right? I have an iMac from 2015. I think it's still dope. Yeah, I before the thing I was streaming on before was, I think it was a 2013 iMac. It was like one of the recycle e-waste models from work. We were gonna toss it, and my friend, he pulled it out and like, you know, cleaned it up and reinstalled Catalina, or maybe it was High Sierra, I forget at the time. I think it had to be Catalina. He reinstalled Catalina on it and cleaned it up, and then he like sold it to me for like $60. Like I have an iMac. It's sitting right over there. It's like, I think a 2013 iMac that yeah, I mean, it did me good. It's still a dope computer. I'm not gonna like throw it away now that I have this stuff, but I would just, I don't know, set it aside for in case something goes wrong and I need another computer. It's been rumored for a year. Love my 27 iMac. I can see people's souls with this screen. Jedi Master, you know what your soul looks like? It looks like... No! All this talk about computers and it betrays me. Here you go. That's your soul, Jedi. Just take that, wear it like a mask. That's what you got. That's what you get. But yes, Jedi. I might be calling in a favor of you to take me under your wing and reintroduce me to Overwatch. I know you play, and I played before, but I have not played in a very long time, and I have no idea what heroes they have now. I think the last time I played, it was the day that Brigitte got launched or released. And before that, it was a while. So like, there was a gap between then that I played. So oh, no. Before Brigitte, it was when they had the Summer Olympic, and like I played some Lucio Ball with friends. So yeah. Just play Valorant. I think you still need to like get invited, don't you? Isn't that how that works? Or Valorant. Can you just download it now? Did they stop that? Sign in. Oh god, why does it look like this? Let's see. Am I in the beta? Not yet. Beta. I've already linked my accounts. Download and play. Download. Oh. Okay. Okay. Oh, I guess I can download the game, but I still need to be invited to actually play it. Yeah. Okay. Well, cool. I'll do that later off stream, I guess. That's not confusing at all. Exactly. CFL was fun, man. Pretty much just turn on Valorant Steam and leave it on forever until you get it from Twitch drops. All right, well, can we do it while we're streaming? Let's try it. Let's see what's the worst that can happen. Valorant. Let's find someone. Let's go someone. I don't want to go too low because I don't want them to drop. Man, they need a better way. Is there not an easy way to just find? Twitch has cracked down on that pretty hard. Ah, okay. For at least 2 hours? No. Oh. Really? What? What? That's so dope. It just... That's so cool. It just like auto loops from streamer to streamer. Dude, that's so badass. All right, I'm gonna look into this later. That sounds dope. That's so cool. You have to have 2 hours viewing time. Drop enable stream in order to be eligible. And then it's luck of the drop. Oof. All right. I actually don't even know. I've never even seen drops. I don't even know what this drop stuff is. Let's see. Let's just jump in. They're muted. Let's just leave it there. See what happens. Who knows? Crap. It's almost 10 o'clock already. All right. Well, let's at least be able to edit. Let me know whatever for Overwatch. Hags, yeah, man. This is just how Valorant did it. You don't have to type anything. It is automatic. Oh, all right, sweet. Yeah, I have my account linked, so we'll see. We'll see. I'll leave it as is for now. Let's see here. Let's make a box. We're gonna try and do this really quick. I at least want to be able to save a title, right? That sounds good. That sounds like a good place to start, or at least edit the title. Let's see here. Nope, not title. List data, set list data, right? Equals new state, and this is gonna be list data. Oh, we don't have use state here. We have use effect. Use state. Cool. And then let's have actually a use effect. We're racing against the clock now. We need to try and do some good work for list ID. So if the list ID changes, we're gonna set list data to list data. Okay, it doesn't like an empty box. No, it doesn't like that box doesn't exist. Import something from material 4. Let's import box. Let's import typography. Let's import. Yeah, dude, I'll definitely let you know when I'm done to play some Overwatch. It might be between some Assassin's Creed sessions, but we'll definitely play. So let's see. We got a box. We need some text with typography. Probably can do some grid stuff. Text field. It's gonna be important. And I think that might be all we need for now. Could definitely be wrong, but for now, I think that's a pretty solid place to start. Cool. Let's get. I guess we could just do this quick and dirty for right now, right? Let's see if editing, then we'll do something else. We'll do something else. That's how that works. So if we're editing, we will actually let's box. Actually, we don't even need this here. Let's see, our box can. Sure, we'll just leave it. I know I'm going back and forth. I'm on the clock. My brain's racing. I don't know what to do. I want to try to finish up the next. I want to try to get something done here in the next 10 to 15, so we can move on to cooldown time. For those who don't know, cooldown time is where we break out a game and play that at the end of our stream so that we don't go to bed thinking about code. We can let our mind wander and do something else and take our mind off of the processes that it takes to write code. I don't like the idea of writing code and then immediately going to bed. So that is my way to help fight that. Cool. So if we're editing, we need a text field. We need to start with that. Let's see, that's full width, sure. Placeholder, it's gonna be list title. So what's that look like? Oh, all right. And if not, then typography, title, typography, cool. It doesn't like box. Why doesn't it like box? Box is defined. You liar. You're a liar. Chrome. Okay, cool. So we're editing. It's uncontrolled, so let's have value equal list dot. Oh, you know what? These are all controlled objects, so technically I don't need to store the data locally. I guess if I want to do any sort of like processing and stuff, I do. So okay, cool. Let's see. Value will have MovieOtter movie list dot format title list data dot title. On change will be, let's see, let's make a quick function here. Set title. Title string goes into here. Actually, let's actually do the formatting on set. It's probably slightly better. Oh man. Yeah, I guess it's okay. Do the list title. We're gonna set the title. We're gonna set it by formatting this title and then saying list data dot title. No, we're gonna set title. Oh, I can't. I have to do set list data. Set list data. An object. I'm gonna get there. This is gonna be ugly. This is gonna be real bad, real ugly. Don't worry. It'll come together. List data. Cool. Yep. That's fine. On change, got an event. We're going to set title e dot is it target dot value. Let's see, is this gonna be mad? No. Okay. So now the component is changing uncontrolled input type text to be controlled. I'm not switching. You're not switching. You're switching. Let's refresh. Why? What? Warning. Component is changing an uncontrolled input of type text be controlled. I am. Oh. Or that. Maybe it doesn't like if when it initially loads it's undefined. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So in theory now I can type, and that is, let's go to our components tab and just make sure that that is being saved. Page list content. We have our list coming in. We have our state with all this information. The title is this. Yeah, there we go. That's updating. If I try to make a really long title, it caps it, which is great. I don't want you to be able to go too long in your titles. Example title. Whoa. Example title. Cool. So we got a title. I guess we do need px equals, no, it's p horizontal, no, px is 2, just so it's not bumping right up against that there. This title, cool, and then to cap it all off, let's make this look a little bit better. Variant, let's go outline. No, let's go contains. Contain an option? No. Standard is filled to outline. Well, I guess we want to go outline. Oh, that looks gross. Let's do, you know what? On our homepage, we have this button here. You can do that. That would actually be consistent. That's how we have everything, like all our other text fields. So yeah, I can live with that. That is a component we have called raised text field. We already made it. Oh, we thought ahead. So smart. We are so smart. Raised text field. What? No. Get that. Where's raised? Oh, no. I'm in the wrong place. I need to get out of that. This is where I need raised text field. Raised text field. I see I need to import it. Import raised text field from. Alright, let's see. Is it going to be hard to get this going? Raised text field. The Snipe Show. Hi man, how's it going? What language is this? Kind of looks like JS. Not super familiar, honestly. Still learning. No worries, dude. It was like JS. It's TypeScript. So TypeScript is very much like JS. In fact, it's a wrapper based. You can think of it as a wrapper around JS. It is JavaScript, but with some more type things, like typed languages things added in. So your variables and functions can have types to them, can have interfaces that you're sharing around, you're throwing around, you're bringing places, you're importing, exporting, stuff like that. it is anything that is valid JavaScript is also valid TypeScript. There's nothing that they take away. They simply just take JavaScript and try to add types to it. It's managed by Microsoft. It's honestly, it's been blowing up. Not blowing up, but it's been, I guess, gradually growing in use. So if we search JavaScript, right, as a programming language, let's add React JS, right? Maybe just React as a topic. Okay, cool. Let's do past 5 years to get a really good sense of growth here. And then if we just search TypeScript programming language, it is still very, very small compared to other things, but like, I mean, this is also saying that React is pretty small, which, okay, compared to JavaScript, sure. Maybe if we get rid of React, let's just remove React. Yeah, JS is just probably too massive to really compare against. Stack Overflow survey. There was, if you don't know, Stack Overflow has their developer surveys, which honestly, check it out if you're at all interested in programming and like just kind of like deep diving in some of these like random tidbits of things. They have languages. Actually, it's probably easier to just find TypeScript. There we go. So some of the most popular languages. This is, I think, this is the 2018 survey. Is 2019 available? Oh, it is. Okay. So obviously JavaScript, like we already knew, is very, very massive. Right behind it is like HTML, SQL, Python, blah blah blah. But we see TypeScript is above some other things like Ruby and Go and Swift and Kotlin, all these other things. And I want to say they have, at least before, most loved, desired, and wanted. Most loved languages. TypeScript's number 3. DigitalOcean has surveys too. No. Ocean's survey. What? Oh, no way. Dude, this is so dope. They don't even have, I guess they might just lump TypeScript in with JavaScript here. But I don't even see it. Or maybe it's an other, actually. Yeah, React is so massive. Yeah. Dude, this is so cool. Oh, that was the old one I was looking at. Hell yeah, let's save this. This is super cool. All that to say, sorry, the Snipe Show. All that to say that TypeScript, though, if you don't know it, don't feel bad. Obviously, it is a language that not a lot of people know or use or anything like that. But the people who do use it tend to really enjoy it. And you will find, from my experience, a lot of like big open source projects are either being slowly doing rewrites in it or towards it, or at least have some types that you can find and use, like they're supporting the language in the community, if they are not actively like rewriting everything. So like Gatsby JS, which is another tool that I'm using to build MovieOtter, my project. Let me drop plug. Gatsby JS is like it's a jam, a static site builder, or static site generator. I don't know what you want to call it. But basically you can write React components and React-y things and then use Gatsby.js to build it into these static web pages that you then host on like a CDN or something like that. So it makes your page really, really fast to load. Super, super simple, but you can still use the things that you love, like React and Babels and Webpacks and all that kind of stuff. But like this, they are in the middle now of actually rewriting Gatsby.js in TypeScript. It's actually one of the I need to contribute more to open source projects. It's something that is I should definitely put on my docket for 2020. And this is one of them that I was thinking about actually looking into seeing how to help contribute to it. And thanks for the follow. Glad my rambling on and spur of the moment Google searches convinced you that I'm worthy of a follow. Because I gotta admit, a lot of people probably wouldn't have. Cool. So we have this raised text field. Oh, that looks so much better. Cool. Let's actually just take placeholder. Excuse me. Oh god. Let's take placeholder. Pull that up there. Let's take value and on change. Pull that up there. Where did value go? There we go. See what these look like. Okay, cool. Hello. Okay, cool. Maybe above that, we will have this little title. I guess we need to do a fragment so that things don't yell at us. Except this variant is gonna be, let's do an H6, something that's super bold but super tiny. Yeah, I can live with this. This looks like an input form field. So again, if we look at our props, where's our props? Where's our state? Where's our page? Let's see. Let's find this. List page content. We have our state. We have this. If I type, we see our state here is actually, it's creator. Our state here is actually updating as we type. So it is being saved. It's all going through the interwebs and everything like that. This, I think, is going to be a good place to call it, just so I don't go extremely long. And I have a fun game. I have a fun game that I actually want to play in our cooldown. So just as a formal warning, thank you everyone for stopping by for the dev portion of the show. It's been really fun chatting with a lot of you guys. Unfortunately, you came towards the end of the stream, but the stream isn't over, just the dev portion. We are gonna do a little bit of cooldown gaming. I'm not by any means a pro gamer or anything like that, but I'm trying not to immediately go from programming and coding to bed, because I find I just keep thinking about what it is I'm programming and working on, and that's not good. It's not good for anyone. So instead, what we will do, I'm gonna add a gutter bottom to this really quick. Gutter bottom, just to give it a little bit of spacing. Instead, what we're gonna do, oh, you're gonna bounce. All right, man, see you, Ninja. Oh, dude, your own cooldown. Yeah, man, dude, embrace it. Do the cooldown. So instead, what we're gonna do is we're gonna play a game for a little bit and then go to bed.